What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're back on Need for Speed 2015. You may have noticed I took a bit of a break from Need for Speed 2015 as I feel like I kind of overplayed it, but we're back on it now, and today we're going to go ahead and customize an R34. Now, an R34, we kind of have customized it in the sense that we did it in the Let's Play with the E-Siders one, but we haven't really sat down and gone through all of the customization options for the R34, and it's such an iconic car, I don't know why I haven't already. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. We're going to run it, see how good it is, maybe get into a police pursuit, I don't know. But firstly, we're going to go ahead and customize it. So press A a few times, and obviously we get the wide kit, which is the Sunline kit, if we go back there. And that looks pretty goddamn good. And then you've obviously got the Nissan GT build, or the GT kit even, and then you got the Hot Wheels kit, which we're definitely not going to use. And then if we come over to the front bumper, you've got, you know, the V-Spec bumper, you've got the Sunline bumper, the Z-June bumper, and I think it makes more sense to go with them individually, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Now, I do like that one, I do like that one, I like all of them, to be honest, but we're going to go ahead and slap on the V-Spec 2 intake one. Not really sure what awful lot of difference that made, besides making it more like metal-y, if that makes sense. And then we've got all these diffusers, but the only one works, and that's the V-Spec one, so we're obviously going to go ahead and use that. We're not going to stance it quite yet. We could put some canards on. I think we're gonna wait on that for now. We go ahead and go to the hood. Again, many hoods we can use. We've got the Z-June hood, then we've got the race style hood, and then we've got another V-Spec hood. I think we're gonna use the Z-June hood because I really like that. Okay, so as we come to the front fender, we can see that there is two options. Now it seems like that one makes the fender like not as fat, so we're going to keep the original fender. We obviously go to the mirror here, and we've got the Sunline Racing, or the normal ones. I think we're going to keep the normal ones, although I might change that in a bit. Go down to the side skirts, and we've got the V-Spec one and the normal one, and obviously we're going to go ahead, go for the V-Spec one, just because it makes the car look a bit fatter, which I prefer. And then we've got the V-Spec 2 at the back as well. We'll go for that, just because it kind of gives you kind of that little finish on the back arch. Obviously, we're going up to the spoiler now. I think we're going to keep the spoiler stock. We can remove it completely, and honestly, I think that looks a bit weird. If you like your Skylines without spoilers, that's all good, but I kind of prefer them with the spoilers. So we're going to go ahead and keep that on. Sound system we're not going to bother with, and then we come down to the rear bumper. Obviously going to put that on, even though it doesn't really do much. Okay, so now we go to diffusers, and we only really have two options, and it's really that or that. Now, I feel that one looks a bit weird, so we're going to go ahead and go for that one. It makes it look a bit more complete almost. And obviously go to the exhaust here, and I think you guys know exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and put that Sunline one on, because that's absolutely huge, and it really fits the car. So I think that's basically it for the customization. I'll go ahead and quickly change the number plate. Okay, and I think that's really about it. Obviously, we still have to change the rims and stance it, but in terms of actual customization parts, I'm pretty much done. So obviously, going to go ahead and go to the rims. I believe you can put on the Nissan rims. Let me find them real quick. Okay, so I went ahead and found them, and these were the rims that I was talking about. They're the LM rims. I think we're going to go ahead and slap those on. I really do like those. We're going to go make them big as we can, because, you know, the bigger the better. Hee hee, that's what she said. And then we're going to obviously put stretch tires on. We're going to go ahead and put the unmarked stretch tires on like that, and also going to put red calipers on, because Brembo is life. And finally, we're going to go ahead and stance it to the ground. And that's basically it. Obviously, I've got to go ahead and add the performance parts, but we're basically almost done. Now, I'm not going to stance it too much, because I think this car looks pretty nice as it is. I don't think it needs to be stanced, to be honest. And I think that's what we're going to keep the car looking like for now. Now, in terms of the color, I might make it white. Let's see what white looks like. So we're going to go ahead and go over here. White looks really nice, but as I was scrolling, that silver looks extremely promising. I think we're going to go ahead and go for the silver. I don't really want to do much else to it. I think that looks really nice within itself. I think I'm going to make the rims look ever so slightly darker, but honestly, that looks really nice. Okay then, so I did obviously make the rims ever so slightly darker, not too much, and went ahead and put some performance parts in it, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and show you those. They're basically all elite. I put the D turbocharger in, if that means anything to you, and also put drift tires on. Where are they? There they go. So performance spec drift tires, and that's it. That's basically all I've done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put ever so slight tune on. This is literally off the top of my head. This is what I usually put on most of my race builds. I do use the drift tires for my grip builds because it just makes it easier for the car to kind of flick out a bit more. And I'm just gonna quickly finish this real quick. Shouldn't take too long. NOS over here. And that's what we're going to go ahead and run with. If you want to go ahead and copy it, you can, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to be any good. I guess we'll find out very shortly. So yeah, let's go ahead straight to a race. Okay, here we go. Tannell's Leap. Now, this is a really hard race, like a really hard race. So it's going to be interesting to see how this R34 performs. Now, I've got to say, that silver looked really nice, and I don't know why there isn't more R34s in the colour silver. Immediately, it's a lot better than the tune I have on my E-Siders one, I can say that right now. Okay, we're going to come into the first real corner of this race, and this thing does not want to turn. Jesus Christ. I think the handbrake is needed, to be honest. Oh my god, this thing doesn't turn without a handbrake. Okay, so this thing has got the turning circle of an absolute bitch. You have to use the handbrake, you really, really do. Otherwise, it just simply doesn't kick out. You have to literally handbrake through each corner, drift around every corner. At least with the tune I've got. You definitely could get a better tune, I'll say that much. But, overall, it's not bad. You can easily use this competitively amongst friends. Depending... Oh! Careful, careful, careful. That was so close. Yeah, you can easily use this competitively as long as everyone else isn't using the Porsche. If everyone else is using cars similar to the R34, you're going to be pretty good. If this goes up against the Porsche, no chance. No, the Porsche is going to fly. I really do hope Ghost add in a competitive mode because I feel like that's the only real thing. Well, not the only thing. There's many other things I would like in the game. But a PvP mode is like almost essential at this point. I'd love to see just a way you can play with other people. I feel like the game is missing that in some ways. Ah, careful, careful, careful. I keep crashing everywhere. It's not a good day for me. But yeah, PvP mode would be awesome. Really would. Okay, we're coming into this corner. Handbrake. Again, you just have to drift it. Oh my god, this thing is mad. Maybe it would be better if I put on the grip tires, although I very much doubt it. Come on, handbrake. Drift! Oh my god, the four-wheel drive drifting though. Or power sliding. Oh, that is taken perfectly. Ooh! Okay, come on, coming into this corner here. Why have you got a grip? Why have you got a grip like that, please? Okay, lots of traffic coming into here. Shit! I've managed to control that somehow. Coming into the last corner, I'm going to go ahead and NOS it all the way and across the line. So, I got a time of 2:49.93, so basically 2:50. I'm going to go ahead and see what that is compared to my best time and obviously everyone else on the leaderboard. Hopefully, that's good. Hopefully. Okay, so my best time was a 2:32. 20 seconds. I mean, I did crash a few times, and it is an impromptu tune. And honestly, I would not recommend this as a track build. I feel like as a track build, it's not really suited to that. I think it could be a better drift build, to be honest. And from what I've used of the E-Siders one, I do think this is more suited to a drift build. But honestly, the car looks amazing, minus the few like bumps and scratches. It looks pretty goddamn nice. Those red Brembos look amazing. With the Z-Tune hood and all, I honestly just love this car. It's so nice. I've always been a big fan of the Skyline generation cars. You know, the R32, the R33, the R34. Fucking hell, that was close. But yeah, the R32 and the R34 scream something to me. Obviously, the R32 is my dream car, and the R34 is quite far off being my dream car. Doesn't mean I wouldn't take one if someone offered me one for free. And I've got to say, it's an icon, isn't it? It's an icon of the JDM generation I've kind of grew up in. Obviously featuring in Fast and Furious and that kind of stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions on what cars I should do next, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm going to start getting back on these Need for Speed videos. I took a bit of a break just to kind of mix things up, but I'm not really bored of this game yet. I feel like there's still a lot for me to do in this game. So, yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.